Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here, playing a little more Avowed, and in this video I'm going to show you all 5 locations where you can find Strangled Adra. These are incredibly useful things to find, as they provide a lot of XP, which will help level you up, but more importantly, they provide the Adra resource, which is the most important resource in the game and is what allows you to upgrade all of your weapons. You'll find one of these locations in all 4 of the major areas of the map, and a little bit of a secret one at the end of this video. So starting off with Dawnshore, we're going to end up near the bottom right corner of the map, not far from the exit when we're traveling from the first to the second city of the game. And here, as you approach the gate, you can look to your left to see the Strangled Adra on the cliff's edge. And here there will be a little bit of a dungeon you have to make progress through in order to actually get to it. So there will be a couple of switches and a couple of stations where you need to kind of electrify them to open up doors. You'll need either your flame grenades or a flame sword like me to make room into side rooms to make access to those kind of, I don't know, electric speakers. I call them because they look like speakers, but they're little kind of electricity boxes. You got to power them up with either an electrical spell or an electrical grenade. And when you power them up, they will usually open up a door or the path in front of you. And once you solve this kind of small little puzzle, you can go up, get your XP, and get your Adra, which you can use to level up your weapons into further tiers. We move on to the second area of the game, kind of near the middle leftish of the map. The fast travel point here is the Rock Arch Beacon, and traveling north of that will get you to Tama's cabin. And just past that, if you keep to the left-hand side, you'll find a ledge where you can grapple across. There is a little bit of a secret cave with some lootable objects in front of you, but the Adra is just on the ledge to your left. Climb up and interact with it. This one's super easy. The next one is at Shatterscarp, and we've traveled eastward from the Thirdborn party camp. Directly eastward of that, you can find the Broken Crown Rock, which is this structure in front of me. I think there might be a mini-boss in here, which I've taken care of. Definitely some enemies at the very least. And once you're in here, you should be able to climb up these rocks. You do have to approach this rock structure from the same kind of location that I approached it from. But if you climb up the first 2 ledges and then actually look to your right, you can climb up a kind of well-hidden ledge that goes into a hole you'll have to crouch under. You can then jump across the gap and cleanse that Adra. In the 4th area, pretty much as soon as you enter, there will be a party camp directly in front of you. And if you head directly east of it, in the Solo Step, you'll end up in this location where there's a small concentration of enemies, as well as a Adra on top of the rock near the middle. This is very easy to get to, but not really a location you would come to for any other reason other than to explore. Grab it before you move on. As we near the end of the game, we'll come to an area known as the Garden, and as we approach the Broken Aqueduct, which we can use to gain access to the top of the cliffs where you can find your next party camp, you should notice the Adra on your left before you enter the open area in the middle where there will be a bunch of enemies waiting. Let's backtrack a little bit and then dive into the water that we might have came from, and if we actually follow the water, we'll end up on another side where we can climb up a ledge. You would have swam from underwater here through a little underground cave. At this point, you can come up on a ledge, and if you have this very cool weapon, which I have a video of in the Star Metal Fragments guide, you can actually use that to make ice on the water and jump across, or just use the grenade or the plant on the wall. But use that to jump across the gap and get your way to the Adra, and this should be your last one, unlocking you the achievement. Thanks for watching. Hope the video was helpful. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Peace.